And unhook the chain too.
Ah, that was cool. All right, guys. So welcome back to HalfMoonCustoms. Today I'm working on trying to get the back door that we cut up and got the shape to. Working on trying to get the profile right, trying to fill in where we married the rear door frame from our donor door. We cut that off, put in the back half of that to make this back door one solid one-piece window. Again, like I told y'all in the last video, we cut off this top door hinge. We cut off the third bolt where it would have had a third bolt here. We just cut that off. It leaves two here. I'm thinking I may be able to put a third one in right here possibly, but I don't know. There may be some interference there. So today what I'm working on again is trying to get I've got this door edge. What we ended up doing here, we thought we were gonna need to cut a section out of that, but what I actually did was just match the radius of our donor section to our door and then just ground that radius into the door. And then what I'm doing right now is I'm coming back and stitch welding that seam back together, because you know where these are pinched or crimped around, you've got that a little bit of leadway. You know, there's almost half, 3/4 of an inch there of just flat surface, and so that gave us plenty of room to make that radius and get our radius matched. Next thing I'm gonna be working on is trying to pretty this up, trying to make this a little bit better looking. You can see where we had to cut and fold this piece in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep working this until I can get this in here and weld it to this, and then we're gonna have to work on trying to get a plate in here. My biggest thing I wanna do here is I want to get the radius of this door panel, I want it to match that, because that's kind of what this is going to be as well. Remember I said in the other video too that we had a mismatch here on our inner door seal. So I was thinking, oh well, I'll just pull this to it, but when I do that, it causes the top here to pull this way. So I don't want to do that. We're going to leave this where it's at, and what I'm going to do is just pie cut it and fold it back into this and just kind of marry these two together. So that's what I'm working on today. You can see our inside cuts here. We've got, this was something we had not really figured for, was this door lock knob hole for the back of these 6872s. They have a hole for the doorknob, and we didn't really figure that in when we were thinking about all this, but you know, it's all in what you do with things. Then Gerald was brainstorming on it, and we got to thinking, well, you know, what we could do is we could just make us a cup holder. It would have it like the old style cup holders that clipped over this, but what we'll do, we'll just custom fab one out of metal that's got a hole in it, and we'll just pin it down into that. And that's the perfect spot for a cup holder. So it's just all in the way you do things, you know. But anyway, that's where we're at. Now we're working on trying to tie all this together. I did want to show y'all one thing. The door, the donor door that we cut this piece out of, we actually used the back half of it. And what we done is we just used probably 4 or 5 inches of it anyway. We cut and welded this down through here to match this cab. But then we also, on the back side, we just cut out the back side of that door, which left us a real nice area right here to weld in a filler panel here to kind of seal all that up. So that's a great way to finish this off. You know, you still have that factory seam here. And we're really looking at probably doing trim all the way down this truck. And if we're going to go do trim all the way down it, really almost all of the factory pieces will work. The only thing that'll have to be custom made is a trim piece for this little section here, which is really no big deal. I'll just have to leave an access hole for this hole to put a clip in, and then one of those to snap on here. But really and truly, one little short section of trim for the rocker and for this, and then we can put trim all the way down. The one thing that we hadn't thought of either, and I haven't really decided how to finish this out, these doors have a body line in here, and they also carry it around to the front. You can see the front actually has that same body line profile. So when we were thinking of this, we didn't even really factor that in, because when you put that back door frame on the front of the door, you catch that body line again. Well, when you go to look at the cabs, factory cab, they never carried that body line. They just stopped it for some reason. I don't know why Ford did that. I'm sure it's some kind of cost-saving thing. But we don't know exactly how to go about finishing it out. I'm sure we'll figure it out. But that's one of the things that we're kind of working through, and we're going to figure out how to finish out, whether we're going to just flat plate this or we're actually going to try to mimic that body line. I think it would look really sweet. Gerald even agrees. You know, he's mainly the one that pointed it out. But if we were to try to do this profile, you know, it's going to take more time, be a little more time consuming. But I think in the end, when you look down the side of it and you see that profiled edge, it just will kind of add to the overall look. But anyway, y'all let me know what you think in the comments. We'll keep working away, trying to get this thing welded together so we can get over on the other side. As you can see, it's still ugly triangle shaped vent window that we've got to get rid of. But you know, all in time. Hey, welcome back to the show. So what we're gonna do, we got a double lip in here. We got this inner structure piece here that's in the way of this metal kind of, you know, rounding out, but at the same time this piece is kind of flat. It's a little below the profile of that inner structure. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to kind of bring my plate in and kind of I'm gonna end up dressing this down is what I'm gonna end up having to do. But I'm talking my way through it, but I do that anyway. All right, guys, so we got a little special treat for you today. We got Mike here. Mike has got a 1972 Ford F250 Camper Special, and we're gonna talk to him a little bit about it, do a walk around and kind of show y'all what it looks like. Really excited about this. It's a good looking truck, and it's got all the right looks in the right places. I really can't wait to show this thing to y'all. All right, Mike, so tell us about this truck.
I found it in Southern California at a barn, sitting behind a barn, and this guy just took me like 3 weeks to figure out if I wanted to stop and ask about it. The guy finally, I I stopped by and the guy was outside, and I said, hey, you want to sell that truck? And he goes, sure, it's been sitting there about 10 years. I said, I'll give you an offer. So he sold it to me. I took it home and worked on it, did the motor, the transmission, and interior, and it's a pretty good daily driver now.
So was it running and driving when you picked it up?
He got it started, and I don't know how he did it, because when I got it home, I couldn't get it started again.
I got you.
Had some carburetor problems, so I think so.
Yeah, anytime they set for like 10 years, they're going to have some carburetor issues. They get all gummed up.
Yeah, yep. But I had a 73 before this one, and my wife couldn't get in it, so I had to get something a little lower to the ground.
Yeah, you said it was a 4x4, right?
Yeah, but she likes this. She loves this truck. She calls it the Donald. She thinks it looks like Donald Trump.
Well, we're just going to do a walk around and just talk about it. You said it's got a 360 FE.
Yeah.
It's automatic.
I put it's got a shift kit.
Oh, wow. Look at that, y'all. Got a real nice engine bay.
Got an RV cam in it, and just the intake and headers. That's all I did to it. It runs pretty good.
Yeah. Well, the engine bay is very sanitary. Got a few little custom touches, you know, that you wouldn't expect to see, but it does look good still. You got a little fabricated valve covers, and you said it's 4-barrel intake.
Mm-hmm.
Has it got any exhaust leaks?
No.
Oh my gosh, man. Where do you find a FE that doesn't have an exhaust leak?
Nope, not yet. Anyways.
All of these I ever fool with, they end up having some exhaust leak issues.
No, it sounds real good. It's got the flow masters on it, make it sound pretty.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Why don't you start it up, show us the interior, and then start it up.
Well, there's the interior. Had some custom door panels because you just can't replace those. Not findable.
Nice little console there, sliding back glass. He's got a favorite team logo up there on the headliner.
Gotta have some California in there.
Check that out. Boy, she does sound sweet, don't she? Like that big back bumper sticks off. It just has all the right looks. I guess that's all original paint, ain't it, as far as you can tell?
The guy I bought it from, he said he was the original owner.
Wow.
So he had it sitting there. It was a farm truck for him up there in California in the mountains. Drive straight, front end's in good shape, all the bushings are replaced.
You put very many miles on it?
I've probably put about 3,000 or 4,000 since I've had it. It's on the new motor.
Okay. So she does get out and you stretch her legs a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it's my Home Depot truck.
Yeah. Yep. Got that long bed where you can actually throw a sheet of plywood down the bed.
And close the tailgate.
And close the tailgate. Yeah, that's what all you short bed guys are missing.
Yep. I don't miss. Yeah, you got to have a spoiler on yours.
Well, thanks, Mike, for bringing it out. Let us check it out. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for showing it.
There went a tire. That went a tire, well. We got a tire, YouTube world. We busted one. Yeah, she's heavy. And without any steering column either, doesn't make it any better. That's close, yeah, that's good. Well, when the vans are rocking, don't come and knocking, and we're gonna rock this van off its hinges.
All right, guys, so we're fixing to just rip this door off. We got some things to get done today. We ain't got time to be sitting around trying to take a van apart just to get some drip rail.
Here we go, YouTube world. We're gonna yank this door off. Well, part of it. All right, John said go ahead, hook it to the door. Let's see what happens this time.
And unhook the chain too.
Ah, that was cool. Oh, that's funny as heck. Hey, we didn't even break the glass. Hey, you didn't even break the glass.
I know.
That's wild. Alright. John's up on the roof, cutting that out with the plasma cutter. Whoever said use a van roof, that's a whole lot of work. Like I said in the previous video, if you watch us, everything smokes. Alright, YouTube world, we're about ready to pull this top off. Hopefully we got it all unhooked. We're gonna have to cut some wire. Mike wanted to help him today, and he's been sure a big help. He volunteered. Isn't that scary? Now we're free. That's a big roof. Mike wants to take my comic relief. That is a pretty cool roof.
I think we're going to need a surfboard rack.
Okay guys, so we had a little bit of a recording issue here. We've got this drip rail cut off of the van donor roof. As you can see, the profile there is a pretty close match to the one inside of the truck cab there. The actual width of that bottom section there is just slightly narrower than the one on the truck. So what we're trying to do here is we're going to try to sleeve in the drip rail into that section. And the reason why we went with the full drip rail is because we're trying to correct the drip line arch that's in the roof, where the back cab and the front cab both have the same kind of gentle upward arch. We're trying to get rid of that by putting in one long straight piece of drip rail from the back door up to over in front of the front door, and that causes when you look down the side of it, it makes the drip rail edge all one straight piece and makes it look like it was meant to be that way.
Yeehaw! This is so cool, John. I don't know.
We got us a drip rail, man.
Yeah, we got the drip rail and it's straight.
Look at that.
Look how straight that bad boy
All the way
is.
down the edge.
Look how straight that bad boy
Even welded in, and it just
looks good.
In.
Yeah,
What do you think about it, Dawson?
looking good.
He likes it.
Love it.
He loves it.
Sorry.
All right, so what we're doing here is we're gonna take out the center section of the roof here, because we're just kind of working our way around. We got the drip rail in place from the van donor, and then we've got the roof skin from the van also. So what we're working on is trying to make enough room here in the center of this roof skin. That way we can lay the van roof skin down, and then we're gonna work on trying to get it all butt welded in all the way around. It's gonna be a lot of welding. It's gonna be a lot of work. And of course it's a cardboard B-pillar, but man, y'all can kind of get that profile.
Get the image anyway. Yeah.
The vision of what we're trying to do.
Yep. It's a nice image from where I'm standing.
Let's get this thing cut out.
Go ahead. You gonna put a target top in it, John?
Yeah, this might be a good time to reconsider this whole thing. Just put the target top.
Yeah, target top.
That's too much work. No,
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just making sure. Cause it kind of looks like you went for the old target top pattern.
Target top.
Yeah, you got a target top pattern there.
Bring it back to 80s.
Well,
Was it the 80s or the 90s?
80s.
80s.
Yeah. That was the thing when I was in high school. Yeah, that's showing my age, ain't it? And everybody liked the Volkswagen vans with the big roof opening and stuff like that back in my day. You gotta
Have plasma, we'll cut.
Yeah. Yeah, it will. It was whistling pretty good though.
Yeah, that whistling's probably saying I need a new nozzle.
Yeah, you got a nice pattern for a target top.
It'd be a whole lot less work.
Yeah. That sounds a lot better. It ain't whistling. I ain't really looked the inside of it. Yeah, I ain't really looked at the inside of it either.
Is this attached to that trunk member?
Yeah, you got a little bit right there. Hold it.
The van? We butchered it.
Your dad wanted to do more than that.
Do what?
He wanted to do more than what we let him do.
Okay then, let's do more than that. I agree with Dad's idea.
There, you're free now. Yeah, that's up there too, ain't it? Yep, that's attached up front. Oh,
Yeah, this is definitely a target top.
yeah. You did cut it out like one too. I'm gonna take a look at the inside from the other side. Oh, that doesn't look bad, does it?
I know. He destroyed it, the earth though.
That doesn't look bad.
No. No. Drip rail's kind of pieced in. We've got
Let me
a little
hold
work to
We'll
do.
do, yeah. Heck yeah, that don't look bad.
Hang on.
Cross
Bites the
the
dust.
dust. Yeah, and
another
it's
one
all
down,
open.
and another one down.
It's all open. And you did cut it out like you were gonna put a target top in it. That's just funny.
That's basically the way they would have done it anyway. You know, they
Yeah.
would've just whacked in,
Whacked it off.
it out.
Because it all has bracing anyway.
So guys, the plan here is we're going to have this, we're going to have to kind of tack that down, kind of, you know, butt welding it. And once we get that in place, the only thing we're going to have to make is this section here. That's going to be probably the hardest part of,
Yeah.
I don't know if you call it the hardest part of the project, but
It'd be difficult anyway.
Yeah. And remember guys, I mean, this is all new to us. We're just
Playing.
having fun.
Yeah, we're definitely playing.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're going to do something cool, put it on film.
Yeah. What'd your wife say? We was having way too much fun.
Way too much fun. No such thing.
No.
No such thing.